What's up, everybody? Cigar Sherpa Laird Mayhew coming at you with another cigar review. Today I've got the AJ Fernandez Enclave in Toro. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back, everybody. If this is your first time here, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now before I start, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Everybody that has been here before, welcome back. It's always good to see you. We appreciate the support. Like my intro said, I will be reviewing the Enclave or Enclave by AJ Fernandez. So, no secret to anybody that knows me, I'm a big AJ Fernandez fan. He is one of my favorites. He probably is my favorite next to Nick Melillo. But AJ Fernandez, he makes one of my favorite cigars, The Last Call. Check that cigar out. It's a great cigar, and I'm looking forward to this one. Okay, so it's coming from Nicaragua. It's made at AJ Fernandez at his factory, and the tobaccos are coming off of his farm. It is using the Ecuador Habano Rosado wrapper. So when they say Rosado, they're supposed to have a red hue to it, so they call this a reddish brown wrapper. I don't know, maybe my color vision ain't as good as everybody else's because it just looks like a nice leathery brown to me, but very good wrapper. It's got a Cameroon binder, going to lend it maybe some sweet leathery notes. And the filler is all Nicaraguan, and the most I could find out about it, it's got some Cuban Piloto tobacco that's grown on AJ's farm there. So should be a good cigar. The best thing about this cigar is it's a premium cigar. It's rolled and blended by AJ Fernandez and only paid $6 for it. Can't beat that. I have never smoked this one before. I have had the New World. I've had just about anything that says AJ Fernandez on it. I always grab it. But I saw this one. I ain't tried that one yet. And it's been out for a while. I mean, it ain't like a new cigar or nothing like that. So I figured I'd go ahead and give it a review. Now, it's cousin or sister, the broadleaf Maduro, same cigar, same size, got number 19 on the top 25 cigars of 2019, according to Cigar Aficionado. So there you go. I don't know if that helps you out at all, but this is not the broadleaf. This is the Ecuador Habano Rosado. Okay, it's got a closed foot on the construction. I like that. He does the same thing with The Last Call. I don't know. I just like it. There's no reason. It's nice. Okay, so I can't really get a good foot smell through there, but it's got let me try my nose. It's got a musty hay. You know what it reminds me of? It really reminds me of a Cuban cigar. And everybody's like, how can you tell a Cuban cigar just by smelling it? I probably can't. But when I touch this cigar and look at it and I smell it, it's giving me that grassy hay, musty smell and note that I get on a Cuban cigar. Okay, so this is the Toro. It is a 6-inch cigar by 52 ring gauge. Great size next to the Robusto. My favorite size. Let's see if I got anything else here. Boom. Nope, went over everything. And I'm going to go ahead and get this thing cut and lit and get smoking on it. I'm going to use a guillotine today. Nothing special. This is one of those last minute, don't have a cutter, cheapest one that they sell. It lasts a while. It cuts good still, so we'll see. We're going to get right here. Beautiful cut. Okay. Cold draw, again, got a closed foot, so I don't know. I can't really tell 100% how the draw is going to be, but so far it's good. It's got some resistance. Even with that closed foot, it's not too airy. So I'm getting leather, wood, and again, that musty, earthy, hay, barnyard, I don't know what to call it. It's you get with Cuban cigars. Tastes very much like it. So I'm going to go ahead and light this thing up. Now it's got a closed foot on it, so there's some different opinions on this. Some people will toast it even though it's got a closed foot, and some people just put the flame on it and start puffing on it and get it lit. I'm just going to go ahead and put the flame on it and start puffing and get this thing lit. Using the Vertigo. Okay. Getting into this thing now, it's kind of mellowed out from the first light. And man, I tell you what, it is starting off really good. It's got a light, leathery, sweet taste on the palate. Okay, I've got black pepper in the retrohale. I don't have too much pepper on the palate. It does have that musty earth. I call it grassy hay. Okay, whenever I smoke a Cuban cigar, what comes to mind on almost every cigar that lets me know or lends me to think that it's Cuban is the mustiness, the grassy hay flavor, and this thing has it, except this one has a bit of baking spice coming in on the finish. It is more cinnamon than it would be nutmeg, but I'm getting good creamy smoke. The only thing that I don't really like so far is the finish is a little flat. As soon as the smoke leaves, the retrohale, there's a little bit of pepper that lingers around, but there's nothing on the palate. Maybe a little bitterness, tobacco, but nothing. I'm pairing this cigar today with black coffee from Starbucks. I don't know the blend. I just know I buy the beans, I grind it up, I put it in my French press. It's the best way to drink it. And I've got it in my Yeti cup. It's been in there for about 45 minutes. And it's still hot. It still tastes great. I don't care what anybody says about the price range or you just got a Yeti because you're trying to be bougie and whatever. Get you a Yeti cup, okay? I've had them all because I was one of those people that I ain't paying that much for no cooler. Now you look around in my garage and I've got 4 or 5 Yeti coolers. Actually, I got 5 Yeti coolers and a couple of these just laying about. It's a great brand. They don't pay me. Maybe they should. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get in. I'm going to go ahead and get into this cigar a little bit. This thing is burning great. It's smoking good. I'm getting good smoke. I'm really enjoying this cigar. It is sweetened up a bit. And I'm going to get back to you when I get past the first third and into the second. So far in the first act of this cigar, we have a good fine leather note. Okay, we've got a creamy baking spice, and we've got a musty earth. Boom. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. This cigar so far is good. Stay tuned. All right, so halfway through the first third, we have a flavor transition that I wanted to go ahead and pipe in. But look how this thing is burning. That ash is thick. It is solid and damn near razor sharp burn. This thing is smoking great, and I'm digging it. It just picked up a bit of a nutty flavor to it. So along with that creamy baking spice that I'm getting, that grassy hay Cuban-esque flavor that I was tasting is kind of taking a back seat now, and kind of a nutty, like a dry roasted nut is coming in there. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of hoping it's just like a little quick transition that goes back, because I was really enjoying this thing in the first, what are we, an inch into this thing now? Let's see, not quite an inch, about 3/4 of an inch into it. But I just wanted to pipe in there and let you know the flavor and the strength of this cigar. I'm gonna say for me, it's medium. It's a medium bodied and medium flavor. The flavor just kind of flattens out at the end. The finish is kind of dry. So doesn't mean it's a bad cigar, just where I'm at right now. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right. We are now into the second third of this cigar, getting right at the beginning of it, and we're about 2 1/4 inches into it. And medium bodied, medium flavored. The strength is medium. It's not too strong. It's actually a very good cigar. It's a very easy smoking cigar. There's good flavors there. Still getting that leathery, that sweet, earthy tobacco with the spice. A little bit of cinnamon is there, mainly on the retrohale. The grassy hay flavor, the musty flavor is still there. It's just kind of creeping in the background. It's very like I don't want to say dry. It's very flat finish. Okay, very easy to smoke. It tastes the flat finish with the black coffee was getting a little bitter, so I had to switch to my Coca-Cola. And the reason is, for me, when I smoke a Cuban cigar, Coca-Cola just goes with it. Okay, and it's not something that I made up. It's something that I learned from a friend of mine, Jorge. what was his last name? Calaveras might have been Anyway, he introduced me to. He was a Cuban guy. I worked with him in Iraq, and he, actually from Miami. But he told me that most Cubans they drink soda, Coca-Cola, or the rum and Coke with their cigars, and a lot of the farmers or the country folk in Cuba will dip the tips of their cigars in honey. I tried it. It's not bad. I mean, I typically don't like to do it, but I did it when I was around him because he insisted. So anyway, I switched to Coca-Cola, and it's a better mix. Okay, maybe you like whiskey or wine or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I fixed the burn issue, or actually, it fixed itself. I kind of just let it sit there for a little bit and kind of work itself out and hit the flame and just kind of even it up, and it's burning pretty good. It's getting down to this first band here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. Oh, hopefully it doesn't give me any trouble. Let's see. Oh, no, it looks like it's one of them self-adhesive. Well, it's kind of stuck to the wrapper just a little bit. Okay. Always a good idea to let the cherry burn down close to the band before you take it off, in case there's any glue that's spilled over. You don't end up ripping your band. I know some people, European friends, they like to take it off before they smoke. Whatever, it's up to you. If you rip the band or you rip the wrapper in the process, don't say I didn't warn you. Flavor-wise, it's the same. I have no transitions. So I'll just run through those before I cut out and come back in the final third of the cigar. So we started off, we had that leathery, peppery, musty, Cuban-esque flavor, okay? That was initial. Good pepper on the palate, pepper on the retrohale, kind of like, not a blast, but just like a good amount. Within like a quarter of an inch, it kind of mellowed out. I started picking up some baking spice, mainly cinnamon, so I'll just say cinnamon spice. And it held on to that musty flavor. After about an inch into the cigar, it kind of mellowed out. The smoke got creamy and it got a little sweeter. And that mustiness kind of took a backseat to like a roasted nutty flavor, kind of dry. Dry on the finish, on the palate. Mild on the retrohale. It's a good, easy smoking cigar. Definitely a good daily cigar. I mean, for the price and the flavor that you're getting here, I can't believe it's a $6 cigar. I mean, I paid just over $6, maybe $6.50 or something like that. But very good cigar. I like it. I don't know if I would put it in my daily arsenal because it's just it's a mild one. That's all I can say about it for right now. Let me get into this last third, and I'll be back, and I'll tell you what I really think. If I ever am able to sit down with one of these blenders and have a conversation, other than, hey, how you doing? Great cigar, thank you. I'm going to ask them if they do this on purpose, because as soon as I took that band off, and it happens to me all the time when I'm really paying attention to a cigar, it seems like as soon as I take the band off, the flavor shifts, okay? And it's usually for the better. As soon as I took the band off, which I'm going to tell you, the only thing I didn't really like, and it's probably not to the cigar, but I would have liked to have saved this band. But it kind of ripped. It didn't cause any damage to the wrapper or anything, so it just ripped up. So I'll save the next one because I will smoke this again for sure. As soon as I took that band off, the flavors ramped up, okay? It went from a medium body, a medium strength, medium flavored cigar, and it ramped up to the, not full scale, but it ramped up. So it's almost full bodied now, full strength. Definitely full strength. And the flavors intensified a little bit. And it's still cool smoke, so it's not like it's getting hot, so it's getting a little stronger. So after that band, the pepper on the cigar came back that I experienced in the beginning. It came back. It's on the palate now. It's a very good pepper, black pepper zing. The cinnamon, I was calling it baking spice before, but now it's more of a cinnamon. I mean, like a cinnamon stick. That is on the palate and in the retrohale. And a slight caramel flavor. That's probably from the sweetness and the cinnamon together with the creamy smoke. It has a caramel note to it, and I'm liking it, like a charred caramel, and it's very good. It really has the that nuttiness is still there. The coffee flavor kind of picks up a little bit in this last third too. So it's like a nutty coffee, and the best way I can describe that is if you ever had chicory, which is a Louisiana thing. I had it in Louisiana. I brought a couple cans back with me, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know what it is. I don't understand. It's chicory, okay? Bark, tree bark. It's kind of like coffee, but it's like a nuttier, bitter coffee, but it's really good. So that's what it reminded me of when I got into the last third here. And I mean, it's a very good cigar. I still can't believe that it's only a $6 cigar. So I'm going to go ahead and end this review with that. I still got about 1.5 inches left to go. I'm probably going to let it go for about another 15 minutes here. I am now 52 minutes into this cigar, so it's a good hour smoke. So I mean, it burns good. It kind of waits on you. It hasn't have a loose draw. It's a very pleasant experience. I'm going to go ahead and say that what I said before earlier, that this would not make it into my daily arsenal, this could make it into my daily arsenal. When I say could, I mean if I catch a box on sale. I go to JR's in Selma a lot, so a lot of times they'll have 20, 30, 40, and even 50% off of boxes of cigars. And if this ever made it on there, I would definitely buy it and I would throw it in there. I'd probably start my day off with it. I like to start my day off with a full-body cigar. Typically, I start my day off with a LGC Wavell Maduro, that's a very, very good kickstart to the day. If you're not familiar with that cigar, it's one of my favorites. It is my favorite. I smoke at least 1 or 2 every day. You should check that cigar out. But getting back to the AJ Fernandez Enclave or Enclave. Again, this was in Toro. It is 6 inches long by 52 ring gauge. It's got the the Ecuador Habano Rosado wrapper. They say it's got a red hue to it. I don't see it. It's a very nice brown wrapper. It had a Cameroon binder, and it had Nicaraguan fillers grown on AJ's farm and he was using the Habano Piloto Habano seed plant. So very good cigar, very well constructed, burned great, very good flavors. I said it held my attention. It got me. I really liked the first inch, and then I'm really liking this last third. Okay, it was the 3.5 inches in between. They just kind of went ho-hum. Not bad. Okay, definitely a good daily cigar. You should check it out. And with that, this has been your Cigar Sherpa, Laird Mayhew, reminding you that it's 2020. You should be polite to everybody that you meet. But if you watch the news, you know you should always have a backup plan in case you got to shoot them in the face. And I'm out.